Hello and welcome to another video by me, Charles the 10. This probably isn't the video you're expecting. You're probably thinking God of War review or something. I'm still planning on doing it, and it'll probably be next week actually, because I've got loads of free time now. I'm basically finished with college. But I just wanted to put this video out there, which is basically E3 2018, what's happening, and what are my plans for E3. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, you probably know more than people who just watch my YouTube. But basically, I'm actually going this year. I'm flying out to LA to go to E3. It's something I've always wanted to do, and this may be my only year for quite a while that I might be able to go. Obviously, next year I'll have started uni, and so I probably won't have enough money to go. But thanks to my course, I might be able to get in touch with some websites, see if maybe they'd fly me out, that sort of thing. But I really wanted to go this year, and I think I've picked a great year going by the leaks and what has been announced. And I just sort of want to go over what my plan is and what the plan in general for E3 is out of all the conferences. So all the conferences have been announced now. So on Saturday, June 9th, at 11 a.m. for me, so in Los Angeles, or 7 o'clock British summertime, it's going to be EA's conference. Now this is one I'm not going to be able to watch because I'm actually going on my flight on Saturday. I fly out in the morning, but I don't land till 3 p.m. So the EA conference will have happened, so I'll miss whatever announcements are there, and I'll have to look it up when I touch down, basically. And then EA Play starts after that conference. So that's literally going to have that conference, and then EA Play is going to start, which I actually have tickets to. So I get to, on the 29th of May, I get to basically pick, I think it's the 29th thing, or 26th, I get to pick what I want to do. Basically you can book ahead so you don't have to go in queues for stuff. So I'll probably book to play Battlefield and then see if I can get into some other stuff whilst I'm there. But yeah, that's Saturday, that's the only one on Saturday, because EA usually use that slot so they can have the whole day to themselves, basically. Then on Sunday, Microsoft's conference is at 1 p.m. PT or 9 p.m. British Summer Time, which will be for the majority of you, because obviously you will be in the UK, most of you. And that's going to be Microsoft's conference. I've tried to get into it. I didn't realise you could actually apply as public. They had a whole website, and I never actually saw anything about it, so I missed out on that opportunity. But I have emailed their PR department, and they've said if they can get a ticket, they will try and get me a press pass. So I might be able to get into that conference. If not, I'll just watch them in the hotel room or whatever. And then Bethesda is happening at 6:30 p.m. PT or 2:30 a.m. British summertime, so that's not going to be fun for people in the UK. I never used to stay up for the Bethesda one, purely because it was never anything that really interested me, especially last year. I'm glad I didn't stay up for it, but obviously I'll be there this year, so I'll be able to watch it. I think there's been quite a few leaks for that, Rage 2, the Prey DLC was rumoured, Doom sequel could be happening, so quite a few things have already kind of got leaked from the Bethesda conference, but they've said it's their biggest one yet, Pete Hines thinks. So I'm still looking forward to it. I'm not the biggest Bethesda fan, but I enjoy their games. So I'm interested to see what they have. Then on Monday, which is the big day, my favourite day of the whole E3 before E3 actually starts, you've got Square Enix at 10 a.m. PT and then 6 p.m. British summertime. Now, Square don't usually do a big conference, but this year it's mainly because obviously they've got the Final Fantasy VII remake, which they may show a trailer for. It's been all completely basically confirmed that they've had really bad troubles with development. They've had to reboot it with another developer, outsourced from Square Enix. So it'll be interesting to see what they're going to show off for that. There'll probably be some other Final Fantasy stuff. Kingdom Hearts 3, I think, is all but confirmed, because that's still meant to be coming out this year. Whether it will or not is another thing. I personally think it will. They've been showing so much of it. I'll be surprised. I mean, it could. I say I'll be surprised if it's delayed. I wouldn't be surprised either way if it came out this year or got delayed. I'm personally looking forward to it. I've never played Kingdom Hearts, and I still plan on buying the collection with 1.5 and 2.5 on PS4 so I can play them before 3. But it looks really interesting. I want to see more of it. And then the big takeaway for the Square Enix conference will probably be the Avengers project, which has been in development with Crystal Dynamics for, well, it's been announced for a year, so it's probably been there for a year and a half, sort of 2 years they've been working on that. They've got quite a few bigger names on that now. Sean Esque, who worked on Lost Legacy, Naughty Dog, and some other people who worked on like Arkham Origins and that sort of thing. I'm really looking forward to see what they do with that, whether it will be gameplay or simply a trailer, which I think is more likely, because that probably won't be coming out till next year at least, I don't think, because it seemed quite early on in development, and they've still been helping out with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, so, you know, they've had most of the guns on deck. Is that even the term? I don't know. Hands on deck, guns on deck, what am I even saying? Hands on deck with this game. But I'm really looking forward to see that, possibly the announcement of some of the other games they're working on with maybe the people who did Deus Ex. I can't particularly think what studio that was. No, that was the guys who were doing Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So maybe they'll announce a Guardians game or something, because I think that was also rumoured. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what they do with Marvel games. Maybe confirmation that it's actually linked to the Spider-Man game, which would be really cool. But I'm not usually excited for Square Enix stuff, but I am this year because I really feel like they could have some interesting stuff. I think they published Life is Strange, so there'll probably be Life is Strange 2. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Then you've got Ubisoft at 1pm PT and 9pm British Summertime. Last year's Ubisoft conference was one of my favourites. They announced quite a few cool things there. And I think Ubisoft have really got on the ball with their games now. They're not quite as repetitive as they have been in previous years. So I'm really interested to see it. Again, they've had some stuff leaked. Assassin's Creed was up for pre-order on Walmart's website now. I don't know if that's because they've automatically assumed there's a new one and they've put it up, or they have been told there's a new Assassin's Creed announced at this E3, but I will be surprised if there is an Assassin's Creed, to be honest, because I didn't think they were doing the yearly releases anymore, unless they've decided to now with the release of Origins, and they're thinking they've got people's trust back, which I don't think they have completely, but we'll see. I think it's more likely for Watch Dogs 3 this year, and sort of swapping years with that, but hey ho, you never know what could happen there. And obviously Beyond Good and Evil 2 will be there. Hopefully it's playable, because I would love to play that on the show floor, see what that's like. And maybe that sci-fi game that was leaked, same with Bethesda, the sci-fi game, they've both got one in the works. So hopefully we'll see more of that. And some VR games they're working on. But yeah, Ubisoft I'm really looking forward to. Then my favourite one of all of them, obviously, is Sony. Now, Sony seems a bit odd with their conference this year. They announced it very late. They only announced it yesterday from when I'm filming this video. I don't know when this video is going to go up. But they only announced it recently. And they're saying it's a showcase, which I think they did last year. But they've already confirmed the 4 major games, which are Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, and Spider-Man. Now, I think everyone expected at least 3 of those maybe to be shown. I wasn't too sure about Ghost of Tsushima. I wanted to, but I felt like maybe they might hold that off for Paris Games Week again, but obviously not. But they're saying there's going to be in-depth focus, so this makes me think it will be a mix of normal conference with maybe what they did at PSX, where they have gameplay, and they'll have proper demos and trailers, but after and before they might have developers come on stage with some people at Sony, like Sid Schumann or something, to talk about those games. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. I'm hoping it's not like PSX, because although it was enjoyable, for people watching on live streams, it didn't seem that great. And they haven't said if you're actually going to be able to go in person yet. They apparently have not sent out invites to press yet. So I have a feeling it's either going to go one or two ways. They're going to rent out a small theatre and literally just have, I don't know, a couple hundred of people rather than the hundreds and hundreds they have usually each year. Just a few select people, and then the rest is live streamed. Or they'll be in the actual conference centre itself, the LA Convention Centre, and they'll be at their booth, and they'll have a mini stage set up where they will be sat there, which means nobody would be able to watch it, because obviously you're not allowed into the into the convention center for another day. Which I think it could be very likely that they're just sat at the booth, because obviously they'll have set it all up by then. So I feel like that's potential that they could just live stream it from there. And then also they'd be able to say, hey look, if you're here, we've got a booth for Ghost of Tsushima, for Last of Us, you can try out these games, you can watch a new demo. So I think that's entirely possible. Then last but not least, on Tuesday in the morning, at 9 a.m. PT or 5 p.m. BST is the Nintendo Direct or Showcase or whatever you want to call it. And I think that one got completely leaked, and it sounds like that leak is correct because the guy who leaked it mentioned the online service being announced on the 7th of May, which happened. So it seems like that one's already been leaked. I won't talk about it because some people don't want to hear that kind of stuff, the complete leaks. So I won't say it looked alright. I never expect much from the Nintendo announcements because they like to spread their announcements throughout the year, so I didn't think there'd be anything crazy. Obviously more of Metroid Prime, potentially Crash and Spyro announcements, that sort of thing. But yeah, again, I'm really looking forward to see what they show off in their booth because I really want to try out Smash, and they've confirmed that Smash is going to be playable for attendees, so that's going to be great fun for me to try out. But that's about it. So now my plans. So I'm planning to vlog the whole thing on my phone, and maybe get a proper mic for my phone because you're not going to be able to hear me if I'm walking around. But my plan is to vlog the whole thing. It won't go up till I get back because I'm not going to be taking a laptop or anything with me to edit on. So I'll literally film the videos, put them on like a USB or micro SD, and then put them onto my computer and edit them when I get back. But yeah, that's the plan. It's basically just to film my whole journey because it's going to be so exciting for me that I really want to share it with people, my excitement throughout. But yeah, that's the plan, is just to film me going to the airport, landing, going to EA Play, going around watching the conferences if I get to go to them, and going inside the convention center, trying out some stuff. I really just want to film my impressions of everything because I don't think you get as many people like me that would film going. I mean, for starters, I'm going all the way from the UK to LA, and that's already a big thing for me. I'm going on my own. It's the first time flying anywhere on my own, and it's going to LA of all places. I've been to LA before, but not central LA. I've landed at LAX and then gone to Anaheim. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to film the vlogs. I'm going to make sure I've got a really big micro SD card for my phone so that it'll actually save them on there, because I'm worried that it's going to stop recording and then the whole thing's going to be messed up. But I'm going to prepare beforehand, make sure it will be able to film good amounts of clips. But that was about it, really. Let me know what you're most excited for in the comments below about E3. If you did like the video, make sure to give it a like and share it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe because I've got more content coming out. Obviously E3, I might do a predictions video for some other things. Obviously Sony's is a bit weird now because my main predictions probably have already kind of been announced. But anyway, that was it for my video, and I'll see you again soon. Alright, bye bye.